YouTube is up. Now we have everyone where I need you to be. For those who are already here, thank you for tuning in. I'm glad you're here. Glad you showed up, came in and checked out this channel right here, because we're going to talk about the nonsense that's happening right now. You have got to be kidding me right now. The feds, and I have my trusty notes here. I don't like it. I don't like it, but I don't have to like it. What do you guys think? What's going on? You see the title right now. You tell me what you think. I mean, okay, so clearly we all see that there's a recession. 0.9%, is it? And what do they do instead? What did the Fed say? What did they say? Well, let's redefine what recession means. We're gonna change that. We're gonna say technical recession here. We're gonna take a step back here. Yeah, we're gonna go up in points though, 0.75 basis points. We're gonna go ahead and jack that up. But I don't want you to get out of hand with what the word recession means right now. That's just crazy right now. So we're not gonna say that. We're gonna call it something else. What do we call it? I don't know, but I tell you what it reminds me of. It reminds me of, you know, when you're out, when you were a kid and you guys make up a game, right? And the one who makes up the game is like, hey, I got this great idea. Let's play this game. And he makes up the game, right? He or she. And you guys start playing the game and you start winning. You start beating them at their game. So they change the rules of the game right before you're about to win. Wow, that sounds familiar. Let's redefine. Well, that's not what I meant. What I meant was it's actually this, so it's actually that. What? You can't change the rules. You can't just go and change what you want to call something, what the definition of a word means, because for whatever reason that fits your agenda. It's getting crazy right now, right? And then as a result, what happens, right? So then the market rallies, the stock market, you got a rallying happening. Whoa. I told you guys in my other video, and I'll put that link up at the end of this video, don't fall for the sucker rally. The sucker rally happened. So there will be another drop. You have videos out there right now. It's not one of mine, but it's someone talking about another 52% drop. They're talking about these mad numbers, whatever it is, guaranteed there's going to be a drop. If you saw this happen, there's going to be more of this before we start getting a steady that, right? So that's the sucker rally. I hope you didn't jump in. Be careful, because that's how they bait you. The whole baiting right there. So you know that already. That's the nonsense that's going on. Is there going to be a real estate turnaround? Wow, it's hard to tell. But I am going to follow some stats for you guys. I'm going to drop some information, some updates from Redfin, some updates from National Association of Realtors, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit about some of the big deals that have been happening on the commercial real estate side. You tell me what's happening right now, because like I told you guys before, when there's blood in the water, these guys are attacking, these sharks are attacking, because that's the name of the game, right? Those who can, they will, right? And that's exactly what's happening. So now that you guys know what we're about to cover, now that you know how crazy things are getting, do me a favor and slide right on over to my YouTube, like and subscribe, follow. I put the little indicator up there in the corner. Actually, it's over there, right? And you know what to do over there. Then come back on over here. If you're on LinkedIn, you need to follow my LinkedIn page. Very informational. I drop all my business playlist videos there. But now, obviously, we are live on the investment side, where I talk about my skills as investments, real estate, commercial, that entire madness that's going on. We do cover some stocks and stuff. I am not your financial advisor, but I am certified to be able to tell you about your investments, building portfolios, building pro formas, and so forth when it comes to your investments on the real estate side, right? We could talk about cap rates and IRRs and the DSCR and you name it as the day is long, right, on what the better deal is going to be for you. And then we attach you to a mortgager and you guys go and make that money, right? But I'm not your financial planner. I can't tell you what you should and shouldn't be doing with money, but I am going to slap you in the face and tell you what you should do. Does that make sense? So I told you guys what we're going to cover there. We're definitely going to get into some of those sales reviews and dig in on some of that information. I will dig that for you. So without further delay, you know what? Let's get started. That's my little right there for you. I did not want to miss some of this information because according to Redfin, right now, their titled page, July 28th, which just passed, according to Tim Ellis, who wrote this, right, this article, he says, housing market update, uptick in searches and tours highlight buyers' mortgage rate sensitivity. What did he mean by that elaborate title? To tell you what he meant by that. Yes, rates have dropped. They have slightly dropped. They're saying about 0.8, right? They've dropped. They were 5.9, they're 5.3 when it comes to the rates and so forth. Only you're going to know what works for you as a borrower when you get ready to go out there and buy. And I suggest that you make sure that the numbers work for you in where we're headed, right? Plan ahead. But you cannot foresee or Jedi mind trick what's happening, right? Stop trying to do that. You're not going to predict the market. You're not going to come up with some fancy way to know what deal to jump into. People have been trying to rewrite that story as the day is long. If you're financially capable and you're ready right now, then you go out there and you make the purchase you need to make, whether it is your first time home or whether you're an investor that's been playing this game for years. Go do what you need to do. There's no other way to explain that. Everyone can sit there and repeat that story over and over and over, but at the end of the day, go do what you need to do. Okay. In explanation, I want to tell you, according to Redfin, this is where this article is coming from. They are saying that the uptick in early demand has not carried through to home purchase contracts or sales. So there is a demand, right? But the pending sales are still down. Few homes are being listed and inventory is piling up as homes take longer to sell. Why are they taking longer to sell, you ask? Well, buyer's remorse. People are scared. People are backing out of deals. People aren't qualifying for their loans that they're trying to get. They're having financial situations back and forth. You have all these different scenarios that happen for each person. And as a result of that, you're seeing this back and forth. It says, in reaction to this week's economic news, Redfin Deputy Chief Economist Taylor Marr added, whether we label the current economy a recession doesn't matter much except for sentiment. The under-the-hood stats on consumption, real income, and inflation significantly worsened last quarter. Correct. Weaker economic growth and poor consumer sentiment are weighing on both home buyers and sellers. The upside is that mortgage rates fall when the potential for economic growth is weak. This could help bring more rate-sensitive home buyers off the fence to move forward with a purchase. Get it? So pay attention. Go and do what you need to do. I don't think it's going to be something that's a mass hysteria, but at the end of the day, you know what you can afford, right? So paying attention to the debt to income ratios will greatly save you. And the better you are conservative with those numbers, the safer you are. Okay, I probably don't get crazy with those numbers. Don't stretch them. Don't do something that is going to put you in a situation that you're going to regret and in some sort of major debt, and a year later you're losing your home because you're pending foreclosure. Right? Let's not do that. According to National Association of Realtors, right, and their report was also July 28th, it said dip in mortgage rates, little consolation to squeezed buyers. What's he saying? Okay, so because this is written by Melissa Dittman Tracy. She says, with volatile mortgage rates driving home buyers from the market, economists are skeptical that a dip in borrowing costs this week will have meaningful impact. It said the 30-year fixed rate mortgage fell to an average of 5.3, still nearly double what it was a year ago, right? In the week ending of July 28th. And this is according to Freddie Mac, right? This is exactly what I explained before, right? And they only elaborate further in with that. But what's clear is that numbers have dropped and it is weakening. However, with those numbers dropping, I feel like the lenders are trying to play catch up because they're observing that less people are borrowing. You got to remember the game that banks are in. Banks are in the game to make money, and they make money by writing these loans. And if they're not writing loans, they're not making money. And then they buy off these packages of loans between each other, right? And then one buying off the larger and so forth. And the smaller banks get the incentive to go out and write more loans again, right? Because they qualify, because they were able to write a certain amount during a certain period, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. They have their standards. I'm not a banker. I can't elaborate on that. This is only stuff and information that I've been updated from by other mortgagers and people that are directly related to the banking side. I just go out and do the numbers for you on the property side. Let's not get that confused, because I'm not riding in somebody else's shoes when it comes to that. Neither did I try to rhyme that. That was weird just now. All right, so I also want to tell you guys the update on what's happening on the commercial side, because on the commercial side, hey, right, on that side of the game, business is booming. And I told you guys, and I want to give you some information. I was on CREnews.com. CRE is Commercial Real Estate News.com. And the first article that I saw pop up, July 28th, everyone's dropping these articles on the same day because they're trying to stay up on top of this information right now. So I don't want to leave you hanging. I'm not going to be the guy, right? So I want to tell you exactly what they're saying. And it says South Florida Business Journal, a venture of Related Group and BH Group, has bought the 107,000 square foot Aventura office building in South Florida for $51 million, or about $476 per square foot. And the article goes further than that, and I'm sure they're going to elaborate, but I will not, because I want to tell you all the related news. July 29th. Riverside, California apartment property sells for $60 million. July 29th, Natixis lends $70.01 million for Frederick, Maryland apartment building, right? July 29th, Google pays $105 million for 1.2 million square foot of office property in Chicago. July 29th, 3 mixed-use properties in Manhattan's Lenox Hill trade for $33.75 million. July 29th, Intercontinental/Kennedy Wilson Venture pays $84 million for Stockton, California industrial property, and it keeps going. $102 million on July in California, another apartment building. Sacramento shopping center trades for $122.5 million. 37-unit apartment building property in Arizona, $21.3 million. That was July 28th. Business is booming. Those who are on that side of the game, they're playing the game. And like I said, this is the time, because you're able to jump in, and where people were kind of tight or seeing a time that they no longer want to play this game anymore, they're getting out. This is an opportunity for those who have the pockets, or for groups to get together, like some of the groups I've read to you already. They get together and they pool their money and they buy these amazing properties right now. I'm telling you guys, this is the name of the game right now. You can do this on the residential side. You can group together, buy a bunch of little duplexes and triplexes. You get a group of your friends together, get some investment property, and start building your wealth. It's not hard to do, but I'm telling you, right now, it is a better plan right now more than anyone. This is what they're calling the wealth transfer. Transfer your money. There it is. Dropped all the information for you guys today. It was crazy, right? It was crazy. But I'm going to tell you this. This is the time. See you guys. Like, subscribe, jump on. Bye.